Yo yo, my game musicians out there, this is the obnoxiousoboe. O sharp for short, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Obsidian is the new black. Okay, anyway, let's go inside this cave. Because this is the Cave of Pride, so it turns out that this Cave of Pride is actually to the southernmost part of town, so I'm glad that this was actually nearby. I'm glad I didn't have to go on a different route just to get over here, so that was pretty good. But yeah, it looks like we have our average quotidian cave here. Nothing much to see except maybe some trainers. Whoa, hello there. Hello there, rock. There's a whole bunch of layered rock there. And unfortunately I can't touch it. But it looks like a maze of some kind. Oh yeah, here we go.
Out of nowhere. Oh, Red, come here.
Okay, well, I guess we have Flan and, my rival, Blue.
As I was saying, Flan, you can't appear out of nowhere.
Who can prove that?
Science, the only time that will happen is when hell freezes over.
Well then, who are my parents? You can't explain that. Can you? Stupid old man who can't really think straight, who doesn't even remember his grandson's name.
Actually, I can, and it's a long story, which I must tell from the very beginning.
Oh boy, it's a lot like, I guess it's the Merlon complex. Alright, we're listening.
This all happened when you were 4 years old, Blue. When I was actually taking baby pictures of you, you and your father went to Johto for a couple of weeks. Of course, your mother couldn't bear being alone for so long.
Wait, you had a mother?
So she cheated on your dad.
Awesome. Awesome story. She did. What?
She cheated on him with one of her ex-boyfriends.
Insert soap opera organ sound effect here.
Not only that, they made a baby.
Again, insert sound effect. Well, soap opera organ sound effect here. So I have a half-brother? How come I don't know him? You know, I can already see where this is headed, yeah. Yeah, me just being part of the Greek chorus.
Allow me to continue my story, please. Well, excuse me, my dentures. My daughter did tell Olin he was fine with it as long as she didn't give birth to the baby. As long as the baby wasn't an alien. Well, she didn't keep her promise, though. So instead she gave birth to an alien baby. She did give birth to it, but abandoned it and moved to Sparta. Stupid Olin dealt with it. Your mom wanted to keep that a secret from you, Blue. Your dad, on the other hand, he wanted to tell you. That's why they divorced, so she could keep the secret.
That was a fascinating story.
Well, I never agreed with her, too. It's time to finally reveal this secret once and for all. Right in front of Flan and Red. Because apparently these guys don't really care.
Here it comes.
Flan, you are that second child.
Again, insert soap opera organ music here. No way! You made this up, didn't you? To be honest, I think it's completely true, all of it. Because I'm the protagonist, and the protagonist is always smart. No one has proof it's real. That nincompoop can't be my brother. I'm an only child. I think. There's no way to know, isn't there? Is there? Not isn't there.
Exactly. We'll do an express DNA test if you want to. You mean if you...
excuse me. You mean if you want to, Professor. I'm sorry for my old man impression of you. I'm sorry to be very insulting.
Exactly. Come on, boys. We're going to the Vieta hospital.
You don't mean they will...
It's what you think it is.
Or is it...
It's not what you think it is. Come on.
No, we won't. We won't, you senile old man. A couple minutes of struggling later, in total darkness, they disappeared. To be frank, that's exactly what I expected. Why? When I was in 2nd grade, rumors were going around that Blue had some abandoned half-brother. Why am I talking like this is House of Cards? You know, I thought somebody wanted revenge and spread those. I did not expect them to be true at all. Now that's a plot twist. What a twist! Still, though, Blue's mom seemed like such a nice person when I last met her, which was probably eons ago. I did not at all think she was a cheating... Well, you know what? Come on, go ahead and say it. She was a whore. I really want to see how those two will make up for the time spent fighting and insulting each other. Yeah, I mean, talk about melodrama there. I guess all that's left to do in this town is challenge the gym. So, let's just ignore all the struggling footprints here, all the struggling tracks on the ground. Let's actually now move forward to find the footprint that matches the gym leader. So let's see if we can find Pedro's footprint, or matches the gate that leads directly to Pedro. Again, if I can find it. Oh wait, yeah. So was I supposed to hit like one of these footprints here? I'm guessing it is. Yeah. What does the sign say? Footprints centuries old lie on this floor. So I guess what I have to do is... Am I supposed to... What does this mean, game? Am I supposed to match the exact... Am I supposed to match the footprint that looks exactly like the tracks on the ground? I don't get it. I don't exactly get what you're trying to make me do, game. Or, excuse me, hack. It's not a fan-made game for all you purists out there. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll have to make do with that, with all those tracks on the ground. I mean, that was a bit cryptic. But I guess I can try it out. And then it turns out that one of these footprints, I mean, just the nearest footprint will actually trigger the gate. Yep, there we go. Oh! Aha, so it gets rid of the railing. What? What? Sure, I guess we'll take that. So I guess stepping on the tracks in the Cave of Pride triggers all the railings here. Gosh, I didn't know that. Talk about Pokemon logic. But wait, it was actually a way to progress the story along, so it's funny. Okay, anyway. And I guess it all makes sense. And oh yeah, while I was kind of grinding things up here, I leveled up both my Nidoking and my Parasect. Sandslash is pretty good right now, so I don't really think I need to grind her up any further right now, so we'll be making do with both Sandslash and Venusaur, because Parasect so far does not have any grass-type moves. So, unfortunately, Parasect is going to be kind of rendered useless for this fight, so it's going to be just up to my first and second chair. So anyway, Brock. I'm Clefaire's gym leader, Pedro, also known as Brock. It seems like you got through my gates. Very well, then. Let's see how you do in battle against me, the unbeatable Rock! This hack deserves an F for not changing the gym leader sprite, because that looked a great deal like Brock there, unless Brock just moved all the way over here and changed his name. Then I guess it would make a lot more sense, but no, I'm more of a consistency purist, so I kind of judge a hack by how sensible it is, and you know, if I see something that looks exactly like the Brock gym leader sprite, then that means that this game kind of loses points. But anyway, Nose Pass. Still, it's still a good game, but it's just, you know, just one little thing. One little thing I just kind of pay too much attention to. It's nothing personal or anything. But either way, Nose Pass is going down, unless if Pedro... That's kind of the reason why I have a third Razor Leaf to make up for that second one. Haha, that's right, you can get out here and get a different nose job. Steelix! What have you been doing, buddy? What have you been doing on the sidelines? What have you been doing away from Jasmine and her team of misfits. I don't know. Hopefully not much, but yeah, that was actually very, very bad. However, I do have something that can counter that. Unfortunately, Rock Tomb is not going to do you wonders. So you can keep doing that and lower my speed. However, you're still outrun by me. And I think I'm going to speed this up because I have a matter of making things consistent for myself. There we go. Get out of here, Steelix. It's funny because Brock had an Onyx. So I wonder if Brock just moved here, changed his name, and used an upgrade on Onyx to make it a Steelix. No, actually, no, you don't use upgrade for... I don't think you use upgrade to level up to Steelix. I think you just use a... I think it involves a link trade with King's Rock. I can't remember. I need to look that up. But I do believe it's either with upgrade or some kind of link trade. Either one of those. But yeah, that was fairly simple except for that Steelix being a bulky Pokemon there. You dick! You smashed me. So I guess I am the winner, and you are the loser, so go back to Pewter City where you belong. You don't belong here, Brock. Or, excuse me, Pedro, who now can speak Mexican Spanish. Ay caramba. Yo gotta, tu esta muy bien. Esta badge as I can't say it. Okay, so solid it'll will increase your defense. Pokemarts will also sell more items to you. Yay, that's pretty good. The next gym is in the town south from here. Wish you luck. Okay, so that's how very simple. Thank you for giving me the directions. I thought you were going to be a lot more subtle, but nope. It turns out I kind of knew that the next town was going to be south from here. So I guess right now I'm going to be healing out my Pokemon, and I'm going to just... Actually, I think it's about time for me to kind of end it here and maybe pick this up next week. Pick this up from where I left off next week, and we'll be seeing what's on that route. So anyway, next time on Pokemon Obsidian Black, what I just said 2 seconds ago. So, deja vu.